we find out that it literally everybody has no idea what they're talking about and everybody's wrong, and you've literally just killed yourselves for no reason.
You should watch your girl.
You pushed her! Liar! You just want to be. What is happening?
Hello!
Hello.
Welcome to EJ's Movie Talk.
Welcome back.
Tonight we watch Bodies, Bodies, Bodies.
And it was something.
I just want to feel good.
They're not as nihilistic as they look on the internet. You guys, this is me.
Oh. Whoa.
So we just turned the movie off.
I will say, I feel like this movie was catering towards a certain demographic.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it was catered to a certain
16, 17 to like 22, 23-year-old girls, for sure.
Yeah, I think it's definitely catered to
This movie was made
young
for young girls. 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Go. How long have you known her?
What are you talking about?
Jordan, what are you doing?
I'm staying safe.
Really? Because it looks like you're grabbing a meat cleaver to go look for my boyfriend.
It was A24, so it's certainly meant to be for, you know, your normal audiences, but here you are having a movie about very young girls arguing about texts, posts,
And
drama, boys,
body
and
dysmorphia.
tries very hard to be hip and trendy. So I heard it was a slasher, and that's kind of why we watched it. That's why we put it on, because we love horror movies. We heard it was a slasher. It's A24. But it isn't your normal slasher. It's definitely a slasher aimed towards the younger Zoomer crowd or Gen Z crowd. There's even TikTok. God. Where to even begin with this? It's got Pete Davidson right off the rip.
That all you got, mother?
It's got TikTok dances. Half the movie is lit with cell phone flashlights.
Yeah.
And neon necklaces, and it's at a party where everybody's doing drugs. Which honestly, the drug thing might be a little bit off base, because from what I hear, Gen Z doesn't really like to do drugs too much.
Yeah.
But this movie acts like they love doing cocaine and pills and Xanax and all that. So even though it is a slasher, and I feel like older millennials are the most familiar with slashers because that's what they grew up watching. So it definitely tried to mix different genres together for different generations, and did it work? I don't know, Erin, tell us your
Well, I think if I was a couple years younger, I might have liked it, to be honest. But now kind of looking at it, I'm like, I don't know. I can see where the entertainment lies, because you're like so annoyed with these girls because they're fighting over like the dumbest stuff, and they literally have like no rationale for anything that they're doing, like no communication. Don't you agree?
Sorry, I wanted to
He
get Red in the
agrees.
shot as well, since he's awake now.
He has hot takes too. My little sister, who's 20, would have loved it, and I feel like if I was 20, I might have liked it, but...
Erin took a full-on tissue break during this review. Can you hear her blowing her nose? I'm keeping this in. I suppose.
I'm also a teacher, so...
And we work at a petri dish of a school that kids spread germs in all day.
Alright, sorry, y'all.
So I wanted to say, like, at one point I equated the movie to like a Reddit thread or like a Twitter thread where it's kind of like the idiots leading the idiots. And I truly, even now that we've finished the end of the movie, kind of is that. It's like kind of they mistaked this whole thing on one idiot's dumb actions, and that truly is kind of how you feel when you're like in one of these threads about something, whatever the topic is. It feels like a bunch of idiots are just upvoting other idiots, and they're just saying the dumbest shit you've ever heard, and you're like, where's the like rational person in this?
Yeah.
And like this movie, and just like, you know, on the social media, there isn't one. There's just a bunch of idiots telling other idiots what they think is happening, and it gets worse and worse and worse. And then the movie kind of really dives into this when they're just they don't trust each other, they're like backstabbing, they're like cheating on each other, they're lying to each other, and then you know, when it comes down to it, they end up killing each other because they just don't trust anyone enough. So they also kill off the white man really quick, which, I mean, I don't want to make this metaphor over and over and over, but it really does feel like it's sort of like a big joke on like social media because like the one rational white guy who's just minding his own business is like one of the first people to get killed off for
They were like, statistically, it would be him.
Yeah, and then they justify it by talking about statistics or
Even
like
though he had no blood on him.
he's literally minding his own business. He's like, and one of the more funnier parts of the movie, like, oh, that's his therapy mask. He gets seasonal depression.
I was like, relatable.
And he's like, and he's like laying in the gym with like a LED mask. So that part was actually pretty funny. We thought that was funny. We thought that actress probably had the biggest arc because we ended up at first thinking she was annoying to ended up thinking like she was actually pretty funny. And
she grew up
when she was talking about her podcast and how hard it is to put it together, we related because this YouTube channel is equally hard to put together and we get almost 0 to no results. But we're having fun. We're having fun and we're gonna keep pushing through. That part was entertaining, but the movie overall, like. And then one last thing before we talk about our reviews is like the ending only sorry, that's our dog Red.
He wants attention.
The movie, maybe Erin will know more about this, but I only kind of halfway got the ending. We found out that, sorry, spoilers, by the way, all of our reviews have spoilers in it. We should just...
So stop watching if you don't want it spoiled.
I feel like we've already spoiled a lot, but like...
We haven't spoiled the ending yet, though.
But we didn't spoil the ending, and honestly, I'm a little bit confused about the ending. I understand that Pete Davidson killed himself in an accident, which I thought was actually kind
cool
of
plot twist.
It was a fun, like stupid, coming. Like it was funny, like plot twist. None of us saw that coming. I called it being the girl with the blonde dreads, main character that brought her girlfriend to the party. She had the blonde dreads and she had the car that they couldn't start. I thought it was her, which it sort of seemed like it was supposed to be her at the end.
She seems suspicious.
But then we found out that Pete Davidson's character, killed himself on accident, which was kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
They had a very interesting mix of music in this movie, which once again probably aimed for your younger crowd.
It was like, I'm a bad bitch. Like daddy vibes.
I'm a hot girl. So who's doing this? You're trying to kill us off one by one.
That would be so obvious if I were the killer.
Taking off my clothes in the window for the neighbor.
Like, okay.
Yes, some very, very cringy songs throughout the entire movie.
So you don't like that kind of music?
I mean, it is what it is. The movie did its thing, I guess, and I suppose younger people might like this. I don't know.
I think they would. I can see my sister loving this movie.
The people use on Twitter, but then making fun of it at the same time. In that sense, it kind of reminds me of like Scream or something, but it like didn't really pull it off. So we're gonna discuss this ending. So he killed himself, but then the Wi-Fi comes back on and they get messages. Who killed David's girlfriend?
So this wasn't confusing to me. Maybe because I'm like more of a movie genius than you. I'm just kidding.
She loves when I don't know things, and she's gonna try to. But the truth is, I don't really know if her explanations are gonna be. But go ahead, yeah.
Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna pretend nothing just happened.
I hope you are right, because I didn't really understand it.
So the girl with the dreads, or Sophie, or whatever her name was, I'm just gonna call. I think her name was Sophie. I don't know.
The main character.
But the main character, she found pills, like drugs, and gave them to Emma.
Yep.
And then Emma fell down the stairs.
Oh, died. She really did fall down the stairs. Yeah,
and she said she didn't want to tell anybody because nobody would believe her because they were already trying to figure out who killed David. So she told the girlfriend.
So essentially everybody in the movie dies by some sort of accident or miscommunication?
Well, basically 2 people die by accident and then the rest just spirals because they're like trying to figure out who the killer is.
They think it's each other because they're idiots. Because they're all idiots.
So 2 people genuinely do die, but it's by accident and by their own accord or because somebody gave them drugs or whatever they felt.
Don't know what's going on, but somehow think that they are really saying something or they're really getting to a point. And in the end, we find out that literally everybody has no idea what they're talking about and everybody's wrong. And you've literally just killed yourselves for no reason. Good looking at yourself. All right, with that being said, we're up past 11 minutes, so that's enough about the movie. Let's give our reviews. Erin, I think we do 1 through 10. Red gives it a cough out of
Red don't like it.
10.
I give it a 5. It wasn't really my cup of tea, but There were some things I didn't see coming, and I easily watched it without trying to like be on my phone or anything.
I should give the movie some props for actually being entertaining. We
Yeah.
did. We were watching it and enjoying it for the most part. So I guess 5
Yeah.
is a fair score.
And we both were trying to guess who the killer is, and they did do a plot twist that we didn't see coming. They pulled it off, so I
Yeah,
gotta give
you're
it
right.
credit in that sense.
Stupid. It's just so stupid. Which kind of might have been the point of the whole movie. And if that's
Yeah.
and if that really is it, we haven't read anything about it, then I'll change my score to a 6. Are they all supposed to be morons? If so, then okay, the job well done.
Well, I also kind of interpreted the end when they got their Wi-Fi back, like these kids or these young people like can't survive without their Wi-Fi or their service or their phone.
Which just God,
Which
it's
is
so,
why even though everybody died,
it's
he's like, what
stupid
happened?
and-
And she's like, I have cell reception, instead of being like, oh, there's a bunch of dead people. That's how I interpreted it, like kind of making fun of people that age.
Thank you so much. That has been the movie talk with Erin and Justin.
So yeah, and red a little bit.
I brought something.
What is it?
It's zucchini bread.
Yum.
I'm a hot girl, pop girl, rich girl, I'm a girl.